Hi, Schman.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the podcast. What's that?
It's great to be here.
What's that hello?
It's
What's
great
that
to be
all
here.
about? It's great. That's what you should say.
Thanks for having me back.
Honey, I love you so much. Can you believe we are having a little baby together?
Oh, my goodness.
That's what people want to know. How are you feeling about becoming a daddy?
I'm excited.
You are.
Can
Okay.
you tell?
No, I can't tell. That's the thing. I live with you, and I'm not even sure about your level of excitement about this baby.
I'm excited.
Okay, people have questions for you about Schman as a father. I have some questions. And by the way, we decided to get the triple treat box from Pizza Hut today, which I'm going to just say this, and we're going to do a review because you and I do not eat fast food. You're 100% plant-based. The last time you had...
I eat some cheese.
Okay, you eat some cheese.
And some fish.
And some fish.
So not really 100%.
The last time you ate meat, though, was how long ago?
Almost 3 years ago.
Almost 3 years. You run daily. Your cholesterol went in half.
It's down. It's just not. I mean, it's not going to half. No, but it's healthy.
But that was like one of the catalysts, right? You were a young guy. You go in. You have high cholesterol, and it was like, what's up with that? You know. So then you cut out.
Exactly what I said to the doctor. Word for word.
What's up with that? So, okay. So when's the last time you've ate fast food? We've been together 8 years, married a little over 1. When I met you, you were living in a basement, eating CC's, noshing on Wegmans hot bar. Today, you and I don't even turn around in a Wendy's parking lot, let alone we don't eat fast food.
A few things to clarify. When you said we decided to order, you decided to order this.
I'm excited about the box.
There's nothing wrong with living in a basement or eating CC's or Wegmans hot bar.
Well,
that's not the best choices, but you got to do what you got to do.
No, but I had dreamt of, a level of sophistication in my 30s. Now, I will say you're very sophisticated. Like, that's what I love about you.
Thank you.
You're very smart. Like, you're very, we like to live a lifestyle,
Clearly. Look at this set.
Yeah, clearly. So, but anyway, I had to fine tune you a little. And now we're like smoothies, green juices.
I prided myself on my ability to eat in my younger days. I could take down, in my younger heavyweight days, I could take down this whole triple treat box in one sitting. So
you are looking forward to this, I think, kind of.
I'll try. I used to work in the industry.
And where did you work in the industry?
Papa Romano's.
Out in Detroit. For suburbs
Telegraph
of
and Square Lake Road. Shout out Papa Romano's.
Okay. Did you ever serve Kid Rock or Eminem?
No.
Aretha Franklin?
No. No celebrities.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So the triple tree box I wanted to get because it's adorable. It's red. It's square. It looks like a cute Christmas gift, doesn't it?
So cute.
So cute. From Pizza Hut. All right. We're opening it up. And it has 3 drawers. As you can see. Here you go. See on the little... Okay, 3 adorable drawers. What did we order, Schman?
We ordered a cheese pizza.
Okay.
A veggie lovers. And then the other layer of hell is cheese sticks and cinnamon rolls.
Okay, so why don't you do the honors and open up... You're pulling out the first box, this one. It's sealed, but it's so cute. See, I love the triple layer. Like, I wish I could keep this as some sort of, like, hat box. Oh, he's pulled out all the layers, by the way. He's pulled out 2 of the layers. Okay. Oh, my God. I got to say, that looks actually really good. We ordered the veggie lover, the top. That kind of looks good. All right. Here we go. Here's mine. All right. I'm going to take a first. Oh, no, wait. Was this original crust?
This is the original, yeah.
Okay. Man, I got to tell you, I think that's good, actually. Do you?
I'll ask you again in a few hours. This pizza, as someone who in his younger days would regularly crush the Pizza Hut all-you-can-eat lunch buffet.
Yeah.
It's not bad fast food pizza.
That's pretty good. That's their hand-tossed?
Yes.
Maybe we're just hungry, but I think that's really good.
This might be their pan. I think this is their original pan.
Okay. I'm liking that so far. By the way, so people wanted to know the following questions. 1, now that we're having a baby, are you excited to put together Schman's soccer team? Like, are you going to coach our baby? Are you excited about that? He's going to fully...
I'll do some individual training with the kid, but they've got to be coached by other people. I mean, I'll coach them in their...
You don't want to coach our child?
I'll coach them when they're like 6, 7, 8, 9, but when it's time for them to go on to like a travel team, if that's what they want to do, then it should be someone else who's coaching them.
Okay. Really? I thought that's the whole reason. Another thing that people want to know, and I want to know this too.
The whole reason of, having a kid is like, building a family and,
Okay, well, speaking of, okay, how do you feel about this? I want to know how you feel. I already told you, I bought this. The gender is up on my Patreon, patreon.com, /the Sarah Fraser Show. Subscribe today. You can see the gender reveal. But so we're not revealing the name publicly of our child. Here, I'll hold your mic and open up the next box. But I want to know, how do you feel? I'm already purchasing the website, the Instagram handles for this child. How do you feel as we open up pizza number 2, which the second one is what, by the way?
Plain cheese.
Plain cheese. How do you feel about me putting our child...
That's the cheese sticks.
Okay, well, let's try a cheese stick. I'm excited about this. Let's try the cheese stick. And, the marinara sauce and the cinnamon rolls. How do you feel about me?
Feel the diabetes.
At first, we argued a couple of years ago about our kid putting them on the show and social media. How do you feel about it now?
I still feel the same way.
What's that?
The child, just grease that came through the box. No, it's just, okay. The child should be able to choose their own fate. That's my belief.
But why? Okay, I'm already in the business. Like, I could set this kid up to have a complete Instagram, YouTube. I know how to monetize. Why wouldn't you have our child partially pay for, why wouldn't we do a YouTube channel with this kid? And once
maybe
the kid
this
gets...
doesn't want a YouTube channel.
But why don't we have a YouTube channel for the child until it says no?
There's one thing of securing their social media handles now.
Dan, I gotta say,
are you here for the cheese sticks?
They're not bad. Maybe we've been missing out. But no, seriously, are you gonna be mad at me? Are we gonna have fights? I really want to start a YouTube channel. I think you think I'm kidding. But
what is this kid gonna do on the YouTube channel? Burp and fart for 3 to 6 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like and subscribe.
They're gonna do baby things. Are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. Here, pull out that last one.
Can we get rid of the box here? Or do we need to have it?
No, I'll get rid of the box. Okay, what's your review of the breadstick? I think it's actually good.
The breadstick, if I was, say, 18 to 23 years old and schmammered, and I needed something greasy to eat, the cheese stick would do quite well.
I think the grease,
Their breadsticks are trash. I don't.
Say it.
Their breadsticks are trash.
Just say the truth. You don't have to pretend.
Tastes like cardboard, but the cheese sticks at least have some flavor to it.
Okay, and here we go. Now this is the cheese pizza. What kind of crust?
The regular.
Okay.
The hand tossed.
So we did 2 hand tosses.
I think we did a pan.
Do you think I've had any cravings? People want to know. We did a pan pizza, hand toss. This is hand toss. Man, I don't think this is bad. I gotta tell you, maybe I'm really hungry or pregnant. But so far, baby really likes this. I think this is good.
Well, baby likes bland food right now. Mm-hmm. Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, nothing too spicy, nothing too flavorful.
Yeah. So for baby, this is perfect.
Pizza Hut. This kid loves Pizza Hut.
I actually think the veggie lover is better. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's bad. People want to know if I've had any cravings, but it's really been bland cravings, hasn't it?
Yeah, it hasn't. There haven't been any weird cravings. Not a lot of sweets, not a lot of odd choices like pickles or anything like that.
No weird combos, right? Really?
No, just really bland. Not really, but just basic food, which is great.
And then one of the best things is, I don't really weigh myself except when we go to the doctor, but I do like to sit on you. Mm-hmm. How do you like the weight progression so far? Because when we met, I was heavier, and you were kind of a chubby chaser. You sort of liked me a little fluffier.
I like you for who you are. Whether you're exercise or not.
So far, what has been... Okay, I talked about on the episode, all the anxiety of us getting to 22 weeks, all that stuff. I did want to ask you this, though. There's been some comedic moments as well, right? We've worked through the anxiety together. We're finally in a good place where we feel like we can breathe.
Well, I mean, you've been burping and farting a lot, so I don't know about the breathing, but
I burp and fart all the time. But I did have one, because I do tend to do stupid stuff, don't I? Like when it comes to medication and stuff, right? Like I won't read the instructions. I don't know why. And then I end up like overdosing, underdosing. So one story that's happened pregnant, and I want to know truly how you felt about this. You can't hold back. So I did have a hemorrhoid and some constipation there. And one of the things they said, you could put like witch hazel on like a cotton swab or whatever, stick it between your butt cheeks, and then like, that would help, right? So I went to CVS, got it. Come to find out, after like a week of using it, I was using witch hazel face toner on my butthole. And I came into you one night, we were laying down, and I was so upset because I thought, oh my God, I've been giving our baby a witch hazel face toner right through the rectum. Like, I mean, that's like direct drinking juice, essentially. And it was a face toner. What did you think? Did you at that time think, I've married a moron?
That thought came well before. I figured maybe I have to take over this whole operation. This is I think everything was fine.
You were really calm. I was not calm at all.
No, you were not.
I was really upset. I'm like, oh my God, what could this do to the baby? But then I looked, it didn't have anything like dangerous in it. Has there been a funny moment? Like, what's been for you the best part or the worst part so far? And do you want another?
Well, I'll have another slice of the. I'll have another slice of the veggie at some point.
It's pretty good.
The best part, I think it's just been great. I mean, it's because we're social distancing and staying at home. It's been great just to go out and get fresh air and walk with you. But we have no incentive. We have more incentive to stay home because A, it's not safe to go out and socialize, and then B, you're falling asleep at 7:30 every single night.
I know.
So it's pretty.
Please wipe my mouth. Wipe my mouth.
Pretty easy going around these parts, which is great because we can sit and watch TV or movies or sports or documentaries and go to bed at 9:00.
So you've enjoyed the isolation, really, not seeing people, spending time together, walking, and going to bed at 7:30. Now, before we test a cinnamon roll, I wanted to ask you one final question. Oh my God. And it just like escaped me about pregnancy. Oh my God. Okay. I think people are going to get fired up. You and I have a lot of conversations. At one point you told me you were not going to take paternity leave because, you needed to work, you needed to coach potentially. Are you changing your mind?
I will take time off for our child and for us.
You should. I mean, I want to know how people feel about this. I think dads now, it's about equality. I mean, like I told you, I have a friend who and she doesn't even really want to breastfeed because it throws off the balance of co-parenting. It should be 50-50.
I would. Latch on, baby.
So, okay, now you're thinking paternity leave.
I'll take some time off.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's your first baby. I think people are going to say.
It's the first baby you know of.
Okay, well, yeah, you always tell me, I have this family. You do not. You never go anywhere. Where do you go? I have you run to your office to print out return UPS labels. That's like, yeah.
Just pop in and say hi.
Okay, so you're thinking about taking paternity leave. Now, how do you want to try one of these cinnamon rolls? I'm going to be honest with you. This looks like the least appetizing. Hold it up for everybody. Okay. How would you describe these? This looks like...
This is like our future so 9-year-old kid made cinnamon rolls from a tube.
Oh, and like we have to eat them. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Well, I think the box... I got to tell you, maybe I'm hungry, maybe I'm pregnant. Pizza Hut blow me away. Are they really bad? Are they really bad? Schman's face is so... Okay, ready? Yeah.
Not feeling them.
I would say of everything on this triple treat box, that's the least appealing.
Give me 5 more cheese sticks. It's way too sweet.
It's too sweet, and they just don't really have a good flavor, do they? It's not like it's just a chemically flavor. Okay. Schman, well, I love you. I'm super excited
I love you too.
to be co-parenting with you.
Oh my gosh, we're on quite a journey together.
I do think you need to rethink the YouTube channel. I think there is so much money to be made in child programming. And it almost sounded like child porn.
No.
Okay, that's not child programming. Mm-hmm. I think we should do this. My thing is, like, it's only 1 day a week. We can film everything in 1 day. And then when the baby gets to the point that they can speak, and if they say, I don't want to be on television, I don't want to be, then I would take them off. Don't you think that's reasonable? But why wouldn't you? This is an opportunity to make thousands of dollars off your kid and get them ahead in life.
That's one way of thinking about it. The other way of thinking about it is we're putting giving our child undue attention that he or she may not want, and stuff that will never be able to be taken away, because once it is live, it is live.
Yeah, but we're not going to go live with a kid.
No,
It'll be pre-recorded.
Once it's published, it is there. So when our child's on the playground and they said, hey, I saw that video of you when you were crapping yourself at age 6.
Well, all kids do. Don't you think that...
Just most parents don't put that on camera, but...
Okay, my only thing is, do you think all child actors are fucked up?
Not all, but I think a lot of them are.
And do you think this would be the category of child actor, or they're more like influencer?
Well, I think the jury's still out on child influencer and how messed up they are, but I'm wager to say that
I think we should try
out
it.
of their brain is probably the future for many of them.
Okay. Schman, this triple tree box, you know what? I would
stars?
actually take on an endorsement.
Out of 5 stars, how many are you giving?
I was prepared to seriously give it 1, but I'm actually going to give it 3.5 stars. Okay. What are you going to give it?
Well, I was going to wait to see how I feel in 2 hours when I'm squirming on the sofa.
Okay, that's actually a good idea.
I would say...
Yeah, I want to see how it tastes, like how my stomach feels.
The pizzas are all right. The cheese sticks are good. The cinnamon rolls, not so much. 2.5 stars for me. But I'm a bougie pizza snob.
Well, we're food snobs, period. Okay, I mean, look.
But when it comes to pizza, I'm very particular, and so there is such a thing as bad pizza. This is not it, but this is also not good pizza.
But I know what you're really trying to say, which is this is pretty close to bad pizza for you. It's because you're Detroit deep dish, you're a homemade pizza dough guy, you want 5-star ingredients. I do too. You want multiple cheeses, you want the mozzarella slices. This ain't it.
If I'm hungover on a Sunday afternoon and I want to watch football,
we still wouldn't call.
No, I might order this.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, maybe it's Prager's. I'm way more impressed. I would take on an endorsement with them, hardcore. And we only paid, we customized. So what was it, $30?
Yeah, give or take.
And I loved the reviews of the Pizza Hut that we went to, which was here in Leesburg. It had 2 stars. And the last time I had a 5-star review was back in 2016. And people were like, the guy that runs this is a Scrooge. He's related to Ebenezer. He won't give up extra sauces.
Maybe for Christmas
awesome.
we should give him a good review.
I'm going to give him a good review. I thought this was great. Okay, Schman, love you.
Pizza Hut, nice work.
Love you, Schman.
Love you too, babe.
All right, there was a little Schman for you. I thought everybody might enjoy that post the pregnancy announcement. You guys were amazing. Like I said, I was on social media over the weekend, and I want to get to every single one of you guys who took the time to send me congratulations on our baby. We're 22 and a half weeks now pregnant, so I'll be 23 weeks this Thursday. And I got to find a balance, right? Because I know you guys want to hear some baby stuff. I don't know, maybe you want to hear baby stuff all the time, but I'm also like, I already see myself, you know how you know that annoying mother? Like everyone out there who does not have kids, and then your sister has a child, your brother has a child, your friend has a child, and that's all they talk about. It's like, fuck, now I'm becoming that person. Every day I wake up and talk about this baby. It's like, Anyway, I'll strike a balance. I wanted to talk about some other pop culture stories, big ones that happened over the weekend that people wanted me to weigh in on, including Perez Hilton being banned from TikTok. I think this is complete bullshit. If you didn't hear this story, it doesn't even make any sense to me, but I'll tell you why I'm Team Perez, and I think TikTok is an absolute sham. So Perez Hilton had like 1.6 million followers or some bananas thing on TikTok, early adapter, right? Now it's getting harder and harder to grow an audience on TikTok, of course. So he'll regularly, the thing that drives me insane now about TikTok is what you realize is unless you've got beef with another TikToker or you're constantly creating drama, that is like the way that you grow a following. And that's the only way. Maybe if you have a hyper niche now, I guess, if you're in finance or you're doing something really funny. But for the most part, you can scroll through. There's no real reason to follow someone. Maybe you like them, but it's like there's so many creators on there now. Okay, so all this drama fabricates on TikTok. And I know what you're thinking. Do I give two fucks about this? No, I have to get off the phone because I get sucked into Trisha Paytas. I'm obsessed with Trisha Paytas. She has tons of drama on there, gets into drama with Charli D'Amelio. The D'Amelios, Addison Rae teams up with the Kardashians. Then like Dave Portnoy's on there from Barstools with this young TikToker. They have a podcast. It's so much fucking drama. So Perez, what he does with his account, which is really smart, is he reposts a lot of their videos and comments on their drama, because then all their stans and fans and everybody comes over to Perez's page, follows him because they want to hate on him, and he gains an audience. So he was shut down on Friday, puts up a video on his Instagram where he like breaks down crying. And he's like, this is my life. I love it so much. I've reached out to the D'Amelios personally to try to get them to restore my TikTok. I'm not sure. He believes, I guess, according to his, from all the things I gather, from his TikTok insider source, that guy emailed him and said, look, you're getting banned because you bullied Charli D'Amelio. And what drives me nuts about this goddamn, I want to start my own social media network for real, where the only thing that doesn't go is basically child pornography. And like, I think I would block conspiracies because I'm so fucking over everybody. Like, did you guys see over the weekend that guy that was trending that QAnon people think is JFK Jr.? It's so insulting to JFK Jr. If you haven't seen it, you have to like go. You have got to go on Twitter and just Google JFK Jr. QAnon people think, and they were in DC over the weekend, that this is JFK Jr. and he never really died. He faked his death. I'm like, if you guys, how insulting that this is the guy. And he was apparently like, people wanted to take pictures with him over the weekend. I'm like, oh my God, I was over all the bullshit in DC. Don't even get me started. Again, I'll do my political rant podcast another time, but I'm like, Trump has got to go. I can't even, that's all I'll say. All right. And believe me, I am a centrist. Okay. I am not, I am registered independent. I love being independent because there are some Republican things I believe in and some Democrat things, but enough. I've had it with Trump. I've had it with these people that it's enough. You lost this from the Supreme Court down. You have to move on. I get it. You don't want to lose. You can come back in 4 years. I can't take it anymore. Enough of the bullshit. We got to move forward as a country. P.S. We're on par for 500,000 people to die of coronavirus by fucking April. And you're still doing these false and fake lawsuits. There's no voter fraud. None. They disprove it all the time. And people go, no, there is. No, the only thing that there is there's continued lawsuits. Nothing has been proven. They claim they have the evidence. They don't. They file the lawsuits. They get thrown out. It's happening every single state, even the conservative ones. All right, I'm moving on. Perez. Back to Perez. So Perez reaches out to the D'Amelios. Sorry, I got way off track. And, he basically says that he's bullying. I want to start my own social media network because I'm tired of TikTok. He's right. Perez Hilton did not bully anyone. But on that site, every 14-year-old who disagrees with you can essentially report you. I've been reported. My TikTok live is completely banned forever. For apparently graphic pornography. I mean, what the fuck? Okay, graphic pornography. I'm sorry. I wasn't putting a hedgehog up my vagina, I mean, what would I have possibly done? But anybody who doesn't like you or disagrees with you just keeps reporting you. And then he had enough reports, he was banned. So I do have to say it was a little ridiculous because he did go on his social media on Friday night and he started crying about how it's his life. And I mean, people are dying. And people were like trolling him. They were roasting him like, come on, dude, really? It's TikTok. He says he even tried to start a separate account. Didn't work. And so he's trying to appeal. He's appealing to the D'Amelios. As far as I know, they haven't responded. Then he puts up a second video where he says he's not well. He's getting therapy. So I don't know. He's been on this show. I thought he was amazing. I think he's a master genius of creating drama. He is the originator of making influencers. He's the one that first wrote in 2007 about Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian, like that they were on the scene in LA. And he was the one that blogged about them. thanks to Perez, you have people that follow Charlie D'Amelio and Addison Rae and Josh Richards and all these people on TikTok. So I'm with him. And quite honestly, I also, you know what? I would go out on a limb and I would say this. I think TikTok is also ageist. I think that they shut down accounts of older people because they do not want people on that site that are 30 or 35 plus. They don't. They want tweens and teens who do nothing but just repeat. There's no creativity. They all just do their same dances. One kid is creative, comes up with a dance, and then 10 million just mimic it. That's all they do over and over. And I think they're ageist. And I think they want absolutely nobody on there with an opinion. They want you to completely fall in line and look like everybody else behind you. There's my rant. I know it. So what do I think about it? People wanted to know my opinion. What do I think? I actually am Team Perez. The tears were a little much. I hope he's okay. He was certainly seemed mentally well when he did this show earlier this summer. I think he did it like in May or June, and he was promoting his book, which is out. I love him. I met him years ago in DC when he did a radio station event for us. I think he's right. And I'd take it one step further. I would actually try to take legal action against TikTok. That's what I would try to do if I were him. For real. I think they're ageist. I think they've discriminated against him because he will go on and he will talk shit about these 19-year-olds who, P.S., you're putting yourself on your platform. It's probably why Dan doesn't want our kid on the platform. They're putting themselves on their platform. I'm sorry, you put yourself out there. It's to me, I don't understand. If you don't want to take some heat, don't put yourself on the internet. People put these things out and then they're like, but I don't want any negative comments. How about this? Yes, bullying sucks. We've all been through it. I was bullied for years as someone who was overweight. Like, I was bullied for years because I didn't know how to give a good blowjob. Like, we've all been through that. And it is tough, but it also makes you tough. Like, not everybody's going to like you. Like, what do you think is going to happen when you go to the workplace? And guess what? You're going to have a boss that might bully you. It's not right, but you got to know your self-worth. You got to know your value. You got to learn to navigate situations and turn it around and make it work for you. But the kids today on TikTok, they can't take any criticism. They put themselves out there. They want 1 million followers and they ask all the time, they beg, help me get to 300,000 followers. But then you say one negative thing about them. It's like, look, dude, come up with your own creative dance. You're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked. Stop begging me then for 300,000 follows and not want any criticism. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to raise my kid to have, you know what? Sucks when people bully you, but you got to get self-esteem and a backbone and realize these people that are bullying you, they're just internet trolls. They have no merit. They don't control anything about your life. Team Perez. There's my response. Look, more fun was I started watching the Bee Gees documentary over the weekend. I think I got to do a review on this. I don't know. There's so many things coming out to review. But the Bee Gees, I'm a huge Bee Gees fan. Am I too young for the demo? I thought so until Nick Jonas appears on the documentary, Justin Timberlake, Liam Gallagher from Oasis, and he talks about meeting Barry Gibb. Barry Gibb, oh my God, legend. But what a tragic family story. I knew nothing about their family story. 3 brothers, the Bee Gees, Robin, Maurice, and Barry. Barry was the oldest one. And Barry was sort of like, they all fought. Oh, I can't imagine I'm so glad my brother and I are not in a group together. Nothing seems worse than trying to do like the Jackson 5 or Bee Gees. And they were basically saying that, how hard it is to work with your siblings. The Jonas Brothers see it too. Because you got family dynamics, you got ego. I'm probably about halfway through. It's so good though. Oh my God, the music. Nobody knows too much. Heaven no more. Oh, it's so, my God. Staying Alive. The hits, the hit after hit. Islands in the Stream, they wrote that song, which Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers made huge. Like every romantic ballad, these guys, monsters. And they pay a lot of ode to R&B music. They talk about the influence of it. Barry Gibb talks about like listening to a lot of R&B and then trying to make their own sound. It's such a great documentary. Also, Shia LaBeouf. Oh my gosh, that's a story in a story. You probably all heard about this. Shia LaBeouf, FKA Twigs, and I gotta be honest, I didn't really know who FKA Twigs was. I still really don't. She was engaged to Robert Pattinson briefly, dated Shia LaBeouf. She's an actress, right? A singer. a singer and an actress? Regardless, I'll tell you what, her story of Shia LaBeouf, she's suing him for alleged physical and sexual abuse. And the shit that he did, although I gotta say, and I believe, because Sia comes involved in this too. I believe FKA Twigs 100%. Shia has even come out and said, look, I've treated people like shit. I'm in a 12-step recovery program. But when I was using, I abused people for years. Basically omitting it. To me, it was an omission. Then he backtracks and tells and says through his attorney that there's a whole bunch of lies, but he feels like these women should be able to voice, their stories. So she alleges in the lawsuit that he had some sort of STD that would have been visible in the body. Well, isn't that herpes? Like, because gonorrhea, syphilis, you don't really see that on the outside of like that doesn't grow on the outside of your penis, right? Unless you completely left it to the point like it was like making your dick gangrene. She says that he would cover up his STD with herpes, never told her, had sex with her for weeks, months. She ends up contracting it. An ex-girlfriend says he did the same thing to her. And he had this STD for years. What is the only STD that would possibly be on the outside of your penis or vagina that you could try to cover up with makeup? And that's what he did. Is that not sick? Fuck. That is crazy. Then she says to get into a role, he would drive around LA in neighborhoods with stray dogs and shoot them. Seriously, because he was playing a murderer in a film. Sia, 44 years old, the amazing singer, oh my God, chandelier singer, unbelievable songwriter. She says she was conned by him too into an adulterous relationship. So I don't know what that means. Was he must have been with somebody, right? And he convinced her to cheat on him? FKA Twigs says he would lock her in a room, isolate her away from friends and family, sexually assault her. I'm going to be honest, though. When I saw that whole actors read with Brad Pitt and Matthew McConaughey and Shia was on it, rolling a joint, he looks batshit crazy. I mean, is anyone shocked? I'm not. Not saying it makes it right. I'm not justifying it, but I'm just saying, I could see he never looked stable. He's always been crazy. Ugh. But anyway, I hope she says that, at first she didn't want to come forward because she didn't want to ruin his career. Then as a woman of color, she didn't feel that she would be believed. So good for her for having the strength to come forward. And obviously Sia doesn't go into detail about it. So excuse me. Oh my God. All I do is burp and fart as a pregnant woman. Sia doesn't go into detail about what the abuse was, but it sounds pretty strong. It sounds pretty bad. And I hope she does. Spill it. I'm not shocked. Can people change? I hope he's gotten sobriety and, if all this is true, he'll have to pay for this. And then, I hope he finds peace in the path that he's looking for and he does transform. But damn, talk about just unreal. Also, the other story that's so disturbing, and I don't know. I think I may have to stop talking about this because I'm so upset still. So, Jerry Harris from Cheer, right? The guy who went viral for being the sweetest thing ever. He'd stand outside of the cheer meetings and then cheer people on that were coming in to cheer. Hey, you! Hey, girl! Yes! Cheer! He had the best life, right? Amazing. Sadly, he lost his mom in high school. He was taken in by a cheer family. He just seemed like he had the most fabulous joie de vivre, right? He was living life. He was helping people. Now he's been charged with even more counts of sexual abuse and more details coming out of minors. He's still in jail. They won't even release him because they believe he's such a predator. He's 21 years old. On Thursday, they hit him with more charges as he stays in jail. Jerry Harris, star of Netflix Cheer, faces new charges in child pornography case. Prosecutors charged the 21-year-old with receiving and attempting to receive child pornography using the internet to persuade, induce, and entice a minor and traveling from Texas to Florida for the purpose of engaging in illicit sexual contact. They go into detail where they say that Jerry Harris would harass these boys and they would say, no. He'd harass him to the point and then he'd go, okay, fine. I'll give you $1,200 if I can give you a blowjob. What? This guy is such a fucking predator. I just, God, I have to stop. I have to stop being obsessed with celebrities because I think, these celebrities, Shia LaBeouf, Jerry Harris, such talent, such amazing people. They've got to have amazing people around them. When all false. They're a mess. Jerry Harris. I mean, I thought he was like, had like the hugs of every Cheer family. Well, apparently not really. He was out predatoring and harassing every 15-year-old he could find. Crazy. Also, before I end the show, I wanted to thank people. People have been sending me their birthing plans. So this is something else. I mean, I'm going to have endless content now that, witch hazel, a witch hazel toner, butt shots that I've done while pregnant. And then, people send me their birthing plans all the time. And I want to thank you. So many of you guys have sent me stuff and said, don't worry, you don't need a birthing plan. People have like spreadsheet after spreadsheet of what you're supposed to do with this child. What did people do 75 years ago? Now, is that not a good comparison because we had like no modern technology. So like a lot of babies were sick and a lot of babies passed away. But now you should see these birthing plans when people go in the hospital. I mean, they want blankets, they want flip-flops, they want socks that have like, grippers on the bottom. They want soft music. They want balls. It is a circus show. Honest to God. It would be like if Ringling Brothers came back and they were doing a whole pop-up tent. There is so many things to get ready. I thought to myself, isn't birth like you just, your insurance pays for it or whatever. You just like pop in the hospital. Your water breaks. I've burped through this entire show. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And I'm out of breath. Don't you just go in, order the epidural, and push out the kid? People have all these things. And I need a real medical doctor on here because people say you should refuse the shots, the vitamin K shots, the hepatitis shots. They want to load your child up with vaccines. Isn't that helping the kid? I am so lost. If you're going to have your child circumcised, make sure a student's not doing it. A student? I got to worry about that. People come in with a long list. It's like almost like basically someone's done a will. It's almost like someone's written up a will contract. And it's like, oh, here are my papers. Go by the guide. Do I need to do that? I was thinking I'm just going to show up there for like 2 days. I'm definitely getting the epidural. I mean, there's no way. I love these moms. I give you credit. If you're listening right now and you had the intention of doing it naturally and you did, I mean, God bless you. It sounds amazing. If you gave birth at home, bless your soul. Are you kidding? I could never do. I mean, I need fluids. I need Italian ice. I need drugs. No way. At home? More to come. But most of you wrote me and you were like, don't have a birthing plan. If you have a birthing plan, it all goes wrong. Have no birthing plan. Trust in your doctor team. Go in. Dan can be your advocate. You can go over a few things. Get some soft music and you're all set. So I'm going to do that. That sounds good to me. It sounds great to me. All right, guys, love you. Brand new show tomorrow. And if you get a chance, definitely leave a review for the podcast. It's The Sarah Fraser Show on iTunes. You probably also listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, everywhere podcasts are out. Love you. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.